Peace, Divine Family. We are called to share a video of intuitive flow. We've had moments of sadness, of feeling so much weight in the heart center, and it had to be released. And we were also called to literally call out, to reach out to people that is inside our community, or to reach out to a being that just came up to our mind. And then we reached out to a family member. And in the process of doing both of those, it let us know that the darkness that one experiences is meant to occur for you to see a greater light on the other side. And it also goes to show how when you can feel something brewing within and you can't quite put your finger on it, trust what you are feeling in order to move forward, in order to take those steps necessary to take accountability, self-accountability on what you're feeling, and to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable enough to allow the Divine Most High to speak to you, through you. Allow the energy to really flow and flourish through you. Crying is okay. It is okay. Seriously. It's better to release than to hold it in. I understand how painful it can be to sit in those emotions. I understand. I do. We've attempted many ways to rid of those emotions, to bury them and keep suppressing them, and it just got to a point where it's just exhaustion. Like, honestly, we just feel exhausted of attempting to mask something that is not necessary or destined to be masked. It just burdens more, and it's actually something that I advised to people of my own awareness, and yet it like came back around like, Aisha, yo, like, what you doing? Like, what you doing? And the thing that we would say about, specifically when we used to smoke weed, we would like, when we will have moments where we stop, right? So when we be in our period of stopping, we'll tell other people like, like, you should really give it a break, because what we realized for ourselves is that we were smoking to bury emotions, and that it rose to our consciousness when we would stop smoking, and all of a sudden we feel emotions. And the first emotion that you will usually feel is anger. Anger is a valid emotion to recognize, because firstly, anger is suppressed sadness. It is sadness that hasn't been dealt with. So your soul becomes burdened by that weight. You become rageful because you haven't expressed what needs to be expressed honestly and truthfully. And it comes out as rage. So if you ever have moments that you recognize your rage, give yourself grace. Take a moment, breathe deep, and acknowledge that rage is coming from hurt. It's coming from hurt. It's coming from hurt. And I understand the hurt. I understand the hurt completely. And feel us guiding you through that hurt. Okay? Like, and honestly, to even make it more even intimate, guide your youngest self through that hurt. your inner child through that hurt. Because even though you may feel like that you haven't gotten anywhere, that you haven't done enough, that you're not worthy enough, those are not true. It's not true. It's not. You have done so much work on yourself. You have learned so much. And you deserve the grace. You deserve to give yourself grace for what you have accomplished. And the Most High will honestly show you that through your surroundings. When you pay attention to what's around you, and if it's something that you used to did that others around you are still doing and you're not, give yourself grace. Because that takes strength to stop something when other people are still around you doing it. That takes strength. It really does. So give yourself grace. Walk your inner child through the emotions. Hug them so tightly and so lovingly, and tell them that it is okay, that we are going to get through this. Have faith that emotions are not a bad thing to feel, that you can master your emotions. Something that we keep